Now, the actual thing is sudden. There are some markers that happen along the way. And there are things where you can look at them and go, well, this was a stage, this was a stage, this really helped, that really helped. But I have to say, those are all processes that are personal. And when the personal drops off, it's sudden. You see? So there's I've always heard that. And it's true that the actual thing that happens is just like a light switch. It's just like a transfer of energy. It's like everything was focused, me, do this, me do that, me have this experience, me, and it goes on. And then the me drops. And there is no more me. There's no more me anything. There's just that sense of what is. You can compare it to your free samples. You can compare it because the energy is the same. And the only difference is that the experience is no longer happening to anyone. It's just what is, you see? And then there's, so when that happens, the whole thing shifts and it is not a temporary thing anymore. And it's no longer happening to anyone. It's just what's happening. And it's what's always been happening. It's just that the me dropped off and it's totally clear what's always been happening. When the me is gone, the veil is lifted. And then that whole thing that makes, you see, you had an experience for a couple of days. Imagine if that same experience of unconditional love for yourself and for everything, if that was forever. Just imagine if that was forever and there was no one there to claim ownership of it, to enjoy it, to anything with it, because that's all there was unconditional love. It wasn't personal. Unconditional love by its nature is not personal because personal is conditional. So you had the experience for a couple of days of impersonal, unconditional love, universal love for all things all the time for a couple of days. Now, the only thing that made that a couple of days was you enjoying it personally.
Right.
You see?
I did enjoy it.
Yes, indeed. And you still enjoy the memory of it. You have fond memories of that experience. Those are all personal. But unconditional love is not personal. That's what makes it conditional, you see. And so what's happened is, so you try to embrace as yours something that's bigger than you. You see. And in so doing, it only lasted for a couple of days. But had that action not taken place, had just there been a basking in unconditional love for all things all the time, without anyone getting involved, you see, because you see, only something small would even attempt to claim something so big. It's ridiculous. Unconditional love has no boundaries. It's the same thing as God, isn't it? Same thing. So good ego tried to claim God. You see, but you have the experience. So you have within you, in yourselves, right now, that unconditional love that you describe is present. It is present right now. You remind yourself it is present right now. It's never not been present. The only difference is your personal awareness of it comes and goes. But this is not about your personal awareness. The unconditional love, God, is all there is. It's all there's ever been. So there's no question of you getting to it. There's no question of it getting to you. It's all there's ever been. So reimagine that situation, which you turned into an experience. Reimagine it and understand that sense of unconditional love for all things at all times is with you now. And it's with you every now that could ever be and has ever been. It's always with you. Just remind yourself of that. You can go back because it's there. It's implanted inside of you. Through your guru, it's implanted inside of you. It's a gift. It's a gift. All you need to do now is nurture that gift and allow it the sunlight that it needs and the nutrients that it needs to take root and grow. So this is a great thing. You have the foundation for this already in your memory, you see? And now, just with your imagination, if you need to do something, use your imagination to imagine that that's with you always, and it's with you now, and it can never go away. This is pretend that it went away. It's all pretend, because you're pretending that you ever had it. You never had it. It always had you. So just return home. It's waiting for you. And it'll be very, very easy because the path has already been cleared for you. All you have to do is follow it. The path is already clear. It's like it's just waiting. Okay? Every moment, it's right there. So that's the gift of your particular free sample. And just remember that this idea of ownership of anything is so small, so small. And if there needs to be any ownership here, imagine that there's something that owns you. And it's much greater than anything you can imagine. That help?
That's great. Thank you. Thank you. Got to write it down now.
Good.
All right. Thank you.